That's liquid, means you don't go to the restroom a lot. I feel like you're onto something.
I'm onto something.
You are. You still go to twice. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I hear people.
I'm gonna at least go once, but
I hear people talking about my urine situations. We're currently recording.
No, he likes to sneak that shit in.
I like to do that to y'all, you know.
Start kissing on the door.
Before we get into it, let's go ahead and get into it the proper way.
Thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimpcast. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimpcast. You thought you were listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimpcast.
Definitely in this thing, you're here with Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. You know how we do things. We have ourselves a nice episode for you like we always do. What the fuck is going on between the sheets in your home? We don't know. But we got here the one, the only, the Napoli. How you feeling, young lady?
I'm good.
Feeling good, feeling great. We have ourselves here, the one, the only, S.A.
Wild time.
The car already running. Let's do it.
Uh-oh. And you know that the Scorpion King is in this bitch.
Get over here!
Excuse the karate from upstairs. Scorpion King, how you feeling, my guy?
What's good? What's good? I ain't proing this time. They were talking about it earlier. I ain't gonna pro this time.
You keeping it smooth?
Yeah.
I like that.
Huh.
And then, I didn't introduce my own motherfucking self. I guess sometimes you gotta save the magic one for last.
Ain't magic shit.
And it's magically velvet. Magically velvet. Don't make me have to mute your mic.
That type of disrespectful today.
I'm not petty. I'm petty.
Yeah.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's what the young folks doing now.
Yeah, that's what they doing.
We already been through that era. Yeah, never will be. Didn't claim to be. Looking here, announcements. At the beginning of our service, we got to make sure to have announcement. Game show coming up October the 12th. You may sit there in your on your treadmill. You may be sitting in your vehicle saying, what is he talking about? You may be sitting there in the backseat of a caddy listening to Do or Die. But no, you're not listening to Do or Die. You're listening to a Pimpcast. Make sure to log on to our Facebook group so you can get jiggy with us. You get on our Facebook group, you'll get more details. Velvet Vibes Pimpcast is where you want to follow us, and we get jiggy.
What's the name of that group again?
Velvet Vibes Pimpcast. But they thought they was listening to a podcast, but they're listening to a Pimpcast. So you know how that goes. Then, not to mention, if you're looking for our merch, we got the merch. Matter of fact, we got the master link now. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
We got a master link that has everything in the master link.
Everything?
Everything. So y'all don't have to give y'all 600 links. I give you one link and then you say, damn, I want to check them out on Spotify. I want to check them out on iHeart. I want to see the group. I want to see the website. Click it or tick it. Now.
Oh my God.
Before.
Shit.
Well, you're finna say that about other people. Because I was speaking to this gentleman. A gentleman by the name of Scorpion King the other day.
Okay.
And he told me that that he's discovered a way to cook pancakes while having sex.
I think this is a moment we need to go live. I'm gonna take this moment to go live.
You can push it out the clear blue sky. It don't matter.
I like how you put me on blast like this, man.
Did I? But hold on. Did I not tell you we were gonna bring it up? I warned them.
I'm interested.
I don't just throw people out there. We discuss
I like pancakes.
Yeah, and so if you can have pancakes and sex at the same time.
So are we fucking in the kitchen?
I always
Wait. Or is there like an electric griddle like type vibe?
I'm like R. Kelly, sex in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
I kind of feel like the electric griddle though, like by the bed type vibe.
That's your type of
You put it on low. like I'm kind of now I'm kind of feeling where he coming from. You know what? We're gonna.
That's not gonna work. Somebody's gonna be burned. You take 1 foot off the bed. There you go.
You have a seat. No, hold on, Lenopla got the camera on deck. Come on, have a seat.
I was gonna wait, until I have like few ideas right now, so
Sex in the kitchen.
I'm gonna have to agree with Sport like on the shit.
We're gonna let him tell us how does this work.
This happened. Well, I done this twice. Once back at home and here in Texas. So, it was a late night, drunk, come from the club or whatnot. The nigga was kind of hungry, so he didn't want to go out to eat.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Want to cook some shit at home. So,
of course.
But you want to have sex too.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you drunk, of course. I'll say most people would like to have sex when they drunk.
Might as well.
Because, everybody don't like to have sex when they drunk.
It's like liquor's an aphrodisiac.
So,
this guy here.
So, I was, in the kitchen, cooking up some pancakes and eggs, bacon, just throwing down. And,
You didn't bake it?
Yeah, you bake.
Okay.
So, she feeling like she in the mood. She said she was in the mood. I'm like, okay, what's up? We just went in, going in and flipping the pancakes at the same damn time.
So you didn't pop out no bacon though, right?
No, I ain't gonna pop out.
Did you burn some?
No, I ain't burned nothing.
Okay.
Was she impressed by your skills?
Yeah.
Also, that probably brought her back the second time.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know whether it's seconds of meal or
was the food good that brought her back, or was the sex good that brought her back? You gotta ask some questions.
A little both. Did you cook something else at one time and did this?
No, I ain't cooking that. I would wash dishes and have sex at the same time too.
Oh, so you know how to do chores while having intercourse?
Yeah. I told you, man. I'm like R. Kelly, man. With sex in the kitchen. Sex in the kitchen.
I don't
over by the stove.
Yeah.
Put them on the counter. By the butter roll.
While we live, we're gonna shout out my boy Menace right now.
Yeah, go on get him on that. Go on get him on that.
Quite a bit of facial expressions right now. I just want to. He's not trying. He's not trying to. Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah,
you got some questions,
but yeah, he got quite a bit of facial expressions. So I'm gonna try to bring some of these questions to light right now. If he has anything to say.
What questions do you think Menace would have about this?
First of all, it's like, what the fuck? Like, first of all, washing dishes in the sense of getting some cakes and then cooking while getting some cakes. No, I really just want to get some cakes.
Yeah.
Like, want to get some cakes.
That's all. So
I got you. I got you, man.
Sometimes you're doing too many tasks at one time.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to blow her back out.
So you want to prioritize.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want to be focused on other things.
Yeah, no, I need my 100% focus on making sure she know and feel where I'm coming from.
Well, Anthony Hamilton said, "Coming from where I'm from, I'm from." Is that what you were playing while this was happening?
No.
What were you playing?
No.
He was listening to the bacon system.
Yeah.
I was in the moment.
Yeah.
You listen to the bacon sizzle.
Yeah.
And cooking at the same time.
Exactly.
I ain't no shame in my game.
Wait, didn't Webby have a song like cooking and cleaning and cleaning and cooking? Make good shit by cleaning her pussy, yeah, what she was.
I don't know, but I know somebody said at the same damn time. Lenopoly, what are your thoughts on this?
I missed everything.
No.
you didn't.
What are your thoughts on doing all these tasks at once? Does it sound a tad normal or a tad abnormal?
It's abnormal.
Oh man, we gotta drop a bomb just for this shit.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah.
You gonna have the griddle on the side of the bed or like what?
I just thought it was fucking hilarious. This story was so good. I needed y'all to have my real response.
Yeah, he really shot this down.
I stopped him. He was telling me. I said, "Don't finish telling me this." So I'm just not hearing it all. He just kind of got into it. I said, "Don't tell me no more about this. I need to experience this alongside my peers."
I mean, like I said, man, ain't no shame in my game. You know.
So I feel like,
So
man,
what exactly did you do? Like you actually made breakfast?
Yeah.
Like
this nigga's
in the
thorough.
bed, or what do you mean? Like you were in the kitchen doing
In the
it?
kitchen. I was in the kitchen.
This is Goro from Mortal Kombat. This nigga got 4 arms.
Was it like the full sex, or it was like other things?
What you mean?
You were receiving a blowjob.
There you go.
She give you
That's
Because then that's
you
possible.
was flipping pancakes at the same time. She give you sloppy. Like it was like
That's possible.
it was like prioritizing your task while getting smashed. So you prioritize your task.
It's keeping it real. I got here for keeping it real.
Is that where the concern lies?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, is that what you did?
I feel like
Because that's possible. That's a doable thing.
I feel like it's doable. Like I had ideas in my head while you was talking about it. I was like, well, maybe it can be done.
I'm finna open a box of hamburger helper when y'all leave.
Oh hell, it was both. I say it was both. It was both.
Yeah, I got several questions about you. And I know you can cook, and you said that. Come on, man.
I don't want to get in here.
Let's just move on right on to the shout outs.
What's y'all's like special?
Ooh.
Like, what do you make really good?
Don't start at the watch out. We
You
gotta
open up a can of worms.
Yeah, please start over there. We got a couple.
We're gonna start with a knife.
I'll take it right here.
Go ahead.
My specialty is spam.
I'm just gonna break that right now. You motherfucking lie. With cheese.
No, I'm alive with cheese.
With cheese.
Now you know what? I'm gonna see what I like to get jiggy. I like to get jiggy with some seafood.
Okay.
Get some king crab and steamed properly. Make it, and this is of course when your paycheck looks proper and you've done all the hours that are required to eat this meal. But king crab, probably some jumbo shrimp.
Okay.
Not that popcorn shrimp. Some jumbo shrimp.
Fat daddies.
Yeah, they're almost prawns. Probably something along the line of some salmon or salmon patty.
Okay.
Or a stuffed crab. I like that too. I get jiggy with that, but I'll do it.
Can you make
I can make, yeah.
Okay. That's what I did.
But I'll fuck with the salmon. I'll fuck with the salmon. Skin on, not skin off.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you can really appreciate it. But I can do off for the special request.
Okay. I'm last. I ain't gonna lie.
Make sure we might be fucking with a little butter and lemon pepper or something of the sort. But we gonna be rocking heavy. As far as a side, might have something along like a dirty rice or pilaf rice or anything of the sort.
Yeah. Okay.
And then what you do? You wink your eye.
I ain't winking my eye. I may be winking my third eye.
Hell.
The third eye may get a wink.
Wow.
Whoa! I don't think he's talking about because he stays woke. Now, Scorpion King, what is your specialty?
I don't know. I just go with the flow.
Is it neck bones?
I just go with the flow.
Could be neck.
Yeah, but you know, I can, like you said, some seafood. You know, I just whatever I got.
Whichever vibe.
Yeah, whatever the vibe.
What vibe do you be feeling?
Wherever the mode is at the time, you know. If I'm by myself, I just do something quick.
Indeed.
But if if I got company coming over, I gotta throw something up. Somebody, something, that look presentable to eat. Most people, they'll just whip up any and everything.
Hold on, there's too many vibes going on. First off, I just want to drop a bomb for this.
He feeling the song, man.
Yeah, he said violent.
I hope he grabs himself a 4x4 after this. Or he may make this recipe we're about to hear about.
Ooh, this was not.
She about to speak on it. But we gotta get on into this. I like the face that's coming from the S.A. Wild Child. When you step in the kitchen, how are you stepping in there?
First off,
cookies and milk?
what type of cookies you talking about?
Let's proceed to move on.
Ask some real questions to get some real answers. But, I do like to make enchiladas.
Wow.
I do that depending on the type of person thinking I can do it with turkey meat or not.
I've experienced these, so I can give you a salute on those.
Thank you. Thank you. And one of my specialties. And then I'm actually working on my own Alfredo sauce to make pasta.
Woo!
The chicken, shrimp.
Oh, you sound like you're still looking to get it to perfection. Is that?
Yeah, it's still in perfection phases. Like I want to make my own sauce.
I like this.
So once I get the sauce that I want, then I'll start doing measurements.
Yeah.
And then the measurements, then I can hey, put a teaspoon of this.
You remind me of myself. You make something, and then somebody else may faint, but you be thinking, I'm still gonna tweak it a little.
Yeah,
and the next time you tweak it a little, and they faint again, and the next time you tweak it a little, and you say, oh, looks like we gotta, what I'm saying?
So I'm working on combinations for people that do eat shrimp and don't eat shrimp. So I'll do like a shrimp and sausage. Then if you do eat shrimp, then I'll do like a shrimp and chicken. And then it's just all combination of the three meats. If you do eat all the meats, then I'll throw some bacon in there. Some actual bacon.
Whoa.
So that's something I'm working on as we speak.
My stomach
The sauce. I'm actually working on another meal just for my sauce alone, with rice, broccoli, shrimp, chicken, and putting that all over rice and then Parmesan cheese.
If your mouth is salivating, don't you steal his recipe?
So I'm working on all that. But other than that, I made chicken Parmesan, I made chicken lasagna, I made all these things fire. So
okay.
I just enjoy cooking.
I feel you. Napoli, when you stepping in the kitchen, how you stepping in there?
I make hot dogs.
Whoa!
And ramen. I'm just kidding. No, I make a lot of different things. I don't know how to.
What would you call your specialty?
A specialty. Not specialty. I don't think I have a specialty. I make some good lasagna. I make some good enchiladas. I forgot. Yeah.
Do I smell an enchilada war? Hold on, there's already one war coming up, but you and Scorpion King.
Oh yeah, we got a barbecue.
You remember y'all have called each other out, so this will.
I'm definitely down to barbecue.
This I see the man behind the camera looking at.
I'm definitely down to barbecue.
I see you got out of the enchiladas though. You're not trying to mess.
That's definitely not a problem either.
Oh, you know what?
I learned from the best.
We need to have it all in one session. We need to have.
But I'm gonna put.
Now we're gonna be sick with barbecue and enchiladas. We need to separate it. We need to have an enchilada cook-off, and then the winner proceeds to the next notch.
I'll also say, while we got it right now, we should have a barbecue cook-off because the weather is too good. And then in the winter, we can have an indoor enchilada cook-off.
What's good? And I will be eating.
No. Oh my gosh, no.
And Putin.
You don't need to be the judge.
All teachers.
Yeah.
You need to be the commentator.
Yeah, I can do that good too.
You need to be the commentator.
Monopoly, what is this?
No, does that mean you're still gonna be eating stuff or not?
Oh, I'm gonna eat, period. Now, looking here, definitely want to make sure to take this a step further.
Okay.
Because as I'm looking here...
So that's a shit talk.
Oh, yeah. Do we not? Because we heard
Wait a second, I need to talk about my cornbread.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that cornbread, I need to try some of that cornbread. You know,
I need to be addicted to it.
I've been seeing pictures of it, and I've been hearing somebody talk about it, you know.
I tried this new recipe for it. It's like a pumpkin cornbread.
Whoa!
Where it was a blueberry, it's like a blueberry swirl one.
Okay.
So it sounds weird.
I want to try
cornbread.
Right.
Yeah, but
I want to try it.
I gotta give her some credit for even tampering with cornbread, because we don't even think to tamper with it. We just throw it in the oven. But she said, "Fuck that. Let's tamper with this shit."
There's 2 types of cornbread. Which one you use?
Are some more beautiful?
Yeah.
I don't make it from scratch. I usually make it from scratch.
I'm gonna have to get my homeboy recipe.
He's in the cornbread mafia.
He makes his from scratch.
Like cornmeal and whatever else. What else do you put in there? I'm like, is it cornmeal, cornbread?
So his family's from South Carolina, and I'll never forget the first time I tasted cornbread. Like it was really it's amazing. It tastes like cake.
It sounds like an R&B song.
It's so good. And his dad makes it, and so he got the recipe from his dad. So, and I've never been in the kitchen when Dad makes the cornbread or anything like that.
They probably ain't having that.
And no, Dad don't have that shit. Dad cook meat and he cook cornbread. That's it. And Mom's makes the most amazing shrimp fried rice I've ever tasted, and everything else was rest of size. But Dad cooks meat. So he made this cornbread, and I never forget the first time I tasted it. I was like, "What is this?" And every time he went home, this is my college years, every time he went home, I was like, yo, did Dad making cornbread? His mom making shrimp fried rice. And this is my first time. I didn't even like shrimp fried rice until Mom made shrimp fried rice. And I was like, yo, I love it.
They put you on.
Put me on. They put me on the best cornbread I think I've ever had in life. And the best shrimp fried rice I've ever had in life.
Well, we had some cornbread in our life. You know where we from.
Yes.
We might have to meet this gentleman and
I don't know what they
and have a discussion with him.
That is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Cornbread.
Yeah, this cornbread. You know what? See, we sound like we hungry around.
Sound like niggas ain't never had a meal today.
Stomach growling over here.
Yeah.
All these meals and
Menace really ain't never had a meal today.
Wow. Menace, what kind of lifestyle are you living?
Don't get
a
over
wild one?
Don't get over here.
Yeah. I don't think we.
I got him. I was like, Menace living
a Menace lifestyle that
I had to write 2 papers, so I didn't really have some stuff to do.
Oh, he finna get bit. He finna get jiggy with it for real.
Yeah.
So let's switch up the tempo. Hold on, am I trying to get a check myself? I'm starting.
The second time y'all did that.
So we've been talking about Monopoly and her.
That's okay. I'm down with that.
And her Beyonce tracks.
Even though she don't support this free.
I don't.
She's not down with that mafia.
Navy. Riri.
Cambridge.
You gotta pick a side. You got to.
Cambridge.
Oh, really still good. 512.
We're talking musically.
What? And I enjoy her music.
What tempo did you go to?
Have y'all seen Ocean's 8?
No. Yes.
Is it fire?
Is it good?
No.
Is Rihanna in it? Like, she's in there a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's like a technique.
This is second movie?
Now she did that military movie.
The Battleship.
I know the Battleship.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the second.
Yeah. So check me out here.
Yeah.
There was a gentleman. I think it might be one of your pals. In our Pimpcast group, Vidal or
Nope.
Have you seen him?
I've seen him.
Okay. He made a comment that was in the group about women may not want us to cater to them these days. So, what I want to know is, first off, do men still cater to women like that in a romantic way? I'm not talking about, we talked about chivalry. I'm talking about romance. I'm talking about coming home proper. Talk to me.
Go ahead. We're gonna start with the woman.
Yeah.
Gotta start with the woman.
Yeah.
That's a real question.
Okay, tell me what's the question again?
Do men still cater to women in a romantic manner?
I think that, not really. I feel like people get super comfortable, especially in relationships. This is not a message. It's not a message.
Ain't no hashtag.
This is not meant to.
Yeah, while drinking your juice. Message.
Yeah, it's not that. But it's just it's true. I can admit to that too. I'm not as romantic and surprising as I used to be too. So it's just kind of you lose that a little bit because you just get comfortable.
So before we,
but I feel in the beginning stages, yeah, it's there.
Let me ask you a question before we proceed, because only she can talk about this. We can kind of imagine, pretty much just imagine. Mm-hmm. But do you feel that women want that now? Because it's a new era. Do they want us catering to them? Do they want rose petals, or do they say this man's a punk ass bitch?
I was having a conversation about this today, and that's crazy.
Who was in that conversation?
Me and Velvet, we were having that conversation. It was like a pre-meeting.
Yeah, okay. Pre-meeting.
But just like how y'all say y'all want a freak in the sheets and lady in the streets or whatever. However y'all say it.
Lady in the streets.
Thank you. Thank you, Ross. I knew you would know that. So,
yeah. But
it's just for us, it's kind of when we say we want a good guy, y'all think we just want good guy all around. You could just be a one, but that's what people think.
No.
They say, oh, you're going to just dump that good guy, or how do you feel this way about this good guy? But we want the same thing. We want the same thing. You
know that I feel in regards to the good guy, bad guy, it's really bad guy, good guy. It's
oh my God.
Saying?
Why does it matter which?
What you talking about, Wild Child?
So I'll bring it to relevance. So people be like, oh, I want a good guy, but I want him to have some edge. I feel like you want the edge first, and then also kind of want him to be that good guy, but you want that edge. And I'm not saying it in a bad way to he got to be ready to jump off and set tripping all the way at the beginning. What I'm saying is that you would like to see that, in the sense of the protection that women like to have.
Yeah.
And then also have the good guy in regards to how he treats you.
That's probably true. But that probably goes along with y'all too. How you said that when your girl and you go out, you want her to be catching everybody's eye. You don't want her to be the little nun in the corner that no one's looking at.
Yeah, I like little eye catcher, right?
It's the same thing.
Oh, she look good. Yeah, she mine, so don't even worry about it.
It's the same thing. Or if you see somebody come up to her and maybe they're rude or whatever, you want her to be able to take care of herself, not just be oh, take care of this.
That is very true.
So it's the same thing.
So it seems in regards to the equilibrium, or where we're going to meet in the middle, is that you want somebody to know that they're accounted for, and then be able to defend themselves on the person's accountability. So
Definitely. So you need to cut it. Yeah. Yeah. No, but
that's the legit thing. Have y'all ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about you're sitting there being the nice guy, that I'm bringing roses and I'm bringing this and I'm catering to her, that in the back of her head she's hey, I want you to kind of just not show up with those roses sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's surprise me with the roses another day.
Surprise me with the crown and be we about to drink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's why I tell people you have to be versatile.
Versatile child.
I was gonna go with that name, but
the chocolate boy.
Yeah,
he gave it right.
He put that in there, but I think that's what it is. I think nowadays, but I think just in general, patch your stat sheets. It's like a resume. Patch your stat sheets and be more than just, oh, you know, I can do this and I can do that, but can you do anything else? Have a list of what you can and can't do, and then figure out how many checks you can get off the list, and that's who you compatible with.
Speaking of a stat sheet, hold that thought
Okay.
because Lenopoly, in a minute, she'll have a little something. To speaking of a stat sheet, but
I'm gonna take a drink on that because y'all a lot of us be having some extra shit. I don't even know.
you might want to grab your device, Lenopoly. But yeah, y'all gonna like where she go with that. But I'm gonna speak on this as she prepares her device.
Okay.
Because, but check this out. Check this out. I think it does still exist.
Yes. Agreed.
I am gonna agree that we do get comfortable, of course.
Of course.
I think that's an easy one. We know that happens, but at the same time, some people just ain't never done it. So have you? Some people never do nothing special. They just be like, you just get in. They.
In that sense.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's we so focused on trying to be hardcore. Us men, we want to be hardcore and be a goon that. If some of the dudes that scared to admit they even listen to R&B, they be like, nah, listen to Master P all day, bitch, gangsta shit. You know how we do. I fuck to make them say, you know how we do, bitch.
I have a quick question for you.
Sometimes you gotta slow it up.
Because we talk a lot about, and I think this is where it actually should start in regards to foundation and solidifying the foundation. So, with that being said, do you think that the upbringing, some people may have been raised by their dad, some people may have been raised by their mom, some people raised by both parents, single parent homes, or
and they never seen that,
and they may or may not have seen, or they may have seen things differently in regards to the situation on how they treat people. And I'm not just saying in regards to relationship, just how they treat people.
So they ain't never trying to go out the extra mile.
So they may not have known, they may not have seen their dad go the extra mile, or they may not have seen their mom just do anything special, so they may not accept anything special from anybody. So it's one of those things where it's like so
let's ask this: do you would you cater to your woman? And don't just say yes because it's a fun answer.
No, I won't say that the yes is the fun answer. It's yes because I have a lot of women in my family, and the simple fact that I know that they are deserving of being catered.
And this ain't gotta be no.
You think that you can keep up with that consistency though? Like I'm saying, 5 years in,
right,
you're still on the same level as they want.
Facts. So that's true. So that is something that I would say that it depends on the woman that I actually deal with, because I can't keep up with saying, hey, let me shower you with these gifts and everything like that, because I'm not that person. But I will tell you that I will shower you when I can, or whatever we have going on, when we have that meeting, when we have that togetherness, then I can do what I can to remind you the simple fact, which is hard to do still. It's not easy. It's hard to remind somebody to say, hey, this is the reason why. This is the reason why. And this is the reason why. Whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, depending on however, whoever, whatever. It's hard to keep that consistency. I think that's for anybody, because in the beginning you want that, like that's what you strive for. You're trying to go towards a goal, and then when you hit your goal, it's like, I got it. So
I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm
trying to retire after you.
And I'm gonna swing it.
We might have worked hard. We might need a break. I don't know. Like
I'm gonna swing it differently towards Scorp. You can speak on this too, though. But so. Scorp, when you're in a relationship, and does this day ever come that you say, you know what, I'm gonna get some flowers, or I'm gonna get her a slice of cake, or I'm gonna or
that cake is love, though.
Is there a time that you just say, it's not Valentine's, it's not birthday, you just say, boom,
it's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just like I thought about you.
I mean, I can say this from experience. I have done all this stuff when I was in a relationship, with this person I was with. We used to do this like every month thing. I'll do it 1 month and then she'll do it the next month. Like the Wild Child said, remind, each other, who you with and all that and stuff like that. I might do something, like go out to eat, dinner, movie, or I might just do something around the house, just cook, do like a little candlelight dinner with some, rose petals and all this stuff, stuff like that.
So you go out like an R&B video from time to time. You get the feeling like genuine.
Like I said, I have, me personally, I have done it like twice in 2 different relationships.
Now, do you use the same move or use a different move?
Wait a second.
Don't never do the same move. You do it different.
What about you?
Did it twice though?
I'm in 2 different relationships.
Like with the rose petals and stuff?
No, I did it different. One relationship I did rose petals, and this relationship I didn't do rose petals. I did something totally different.
Hold on, you get a bum. Cause you gotta get credit because sometimes us dudes, we just have a go-to move. And then you'd be like, and they probably be like, you did that for the other bitch too.
Exactly.
So you can't have a go-to move. You gotta.
Exactly. Fellas, never just want to give you a heads up. You gotta learn how to diversify your mind.
You have to.
You gotta learn how to diversify your mind. Like, don't do what you do for one chick for the next chick and the next chick after that. Yeah.
What if it's really good though? Like, cause me personally, I've redone things. And I'm just like, because it was really good. It went over well.
And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that not only do you have a go-to move, have a B, a C.
So be honest. Have you ever done something more than once?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you did it for her, and then you did it for her. She's like, "Oh my God, this is special," but you know you did that before.
Because that's why I agree with Monopoly. Like it's good, so it's good enough to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good enough to initiate, and then after that, don't just have that move. Have a B move and have a C move. Just special move.
I ain't gonna never say I've never done it, but I've grown to hate it. So now I won't do it because I'm at the point now I don't even like going to a place that I used to go with somebody else because it's kind of, to me, it just feel awkward when it's like, oh, this is a nice place. Have you been here before? Yes.
I would disagree.
Me and my homeboys used to come here.
I just be lying. I'm like, I've never seen this place in my life. So like, it's McDonald's. I'm like, I've never seen this place.
Like, I've never seen these golden arches.
Yeah. This is a first for me.
But I would do that. Like, I'm not gonna say, hey, I have never been here. Because
I ain't gonna lie about it. I just said it feels awkward.
I don't feel like it's been awkward at all. Like, I know it brings up in regards to like just people being people. Like if I've been to the steakhouse and we had a good time, she gave me a kiss and blah blah blah. Everything.
Yeah.
And we go to that same steakhouse. And she's like, have you ever been here before? I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why I've been here before. A, not only is it good food, B, it was great service, and C, yeah, I got a good kiss on the cheek, whatever the case may be. I'm not gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
You're just aware that this place works.
But the place works.
Okay.
I got good credibility at this place.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a personal thing. Like I said,
I think it's just a personal. And me, I'm like, it's credibility. I know the place is good. I got good service here, and it worked out for me in my favor.
Yeah.
So if there was ever, and I'm saying the next chick or anything like that, I'm just saying that it works out for me. So I know now I can keep that in my memory bank.
Yeah. This place is good.
Exactly.
See. I think it's kind of just like you said with McDonald's. Like if I go to a place that a lot of people go, and I ain't gonna be like, oh my God, I can never have a McDouble again because me and my ex used to eat McDoubles.
Right.
We ain't like that. But I think if I go to a place, I'm like, this is a special place. Then if we ain't together no more, when I move on, I don't want to be like, hey, this is a special place. What do you think about it, Scorp? You look like you got some gospel.
Because you said you take on McDonald's, your pocket may be low. You gotta hit more with the dollar menu.
Damn, Gina.
Look. When you're in
It's an example.
when you're in an established relationship, if y'all sit here and tell me, hold on, have y'all been comfortable enough that y'all start eating 4-for-4s together on a date?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you. I'm like, y'all gonna be that
Like, you
mean that
tripping.
Yeah.
if y'all keep playing.
I'm not gonna lie. If Shorty can't eat a 4-for-4, then I don't know we can.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's what I was gonna say. But if you ever get me to the point where you're like McDonald's, I'm gonna say, don't worry, bitch, we're done. You're too good for that mac sauce.
Right. It's the stage right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing if you're like, get yourself dressed.
Yeah.
Nice, we're about to go out tonight.
Right. And
then
we
you
go to
take,
McDonald's, nigga.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna do that.
that's enough.
Yeah,
But
we
if
don't do
it's,
that.
If it's just like, hey, you want something to eat? Yeah, I do too. Okay, cool.
So Monopoly, let me ask you: if a gentleman says, "Let's take you to a nice place," and you get nice and dressed, because you proved that you're not beyond McDonald's. But what would be your reply when you pull up in your Louis Vuitton red bottoms, and you step out? You step out with your red bottoms on and approach the McDonald's door, and he says, "You're going to be riding down the slide today." What is your response to this?
And we're together?
Yeah, but it's a special day for you. Maybe the anniversary.
I think I would turn and look out the window and do a slow blink. I would still go in the building because I'm not going to be rude, but I don't know if I'm going to.
Would you make him feel good about it?
No. I would have a few words to say. I would just be like, oh, I want the McDouble.
With cheese.
Yeah,
and the fries. Let me get an apple pie.
You know what?
Let me get the large.
I mean, why you gonna set me up like that? Why would you have me? Because it's like you trying to make me look stupid.
I'm finna put that in my bank though. That might be a good move. You know how dudes be playing like the "whoops, I forgot your birthday," and then they take you somewhere nice.
Hold on.
I might have to pull the "let's go to McDonald's." You know.
Hold on.
And then we swap.
I got a question. You got a girl?
I have a girl, and
she be listening to your podcast.
Baby, turn.
I'm gonna pray for you at the end of the episode.
Baby, turn it down.
I think I've seen her in the comment section.
Oh, hey.
Baby, turn it down.
You might get dumped at it.
Don't listen to Velvet. That is the worst.
No. Look, listen, hear me out. Take her to McDonald's.
Okay.
Dress nice, have her dress nice because y'all already had these clothes. Y'all put on y'all same go-to dress outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all sitting there in your McDouble. And then after she's rolling her eyes and saying, "I know, honey, I know that's all we can do right now. I know times are strange." Then that's when you go, "Dum, dum, 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 will you be done? Horse and carriage." Menace knows about it. That horse and carriage gonna pull up. We're gonna rise to the top.
Because you already mad.
Then a horse carriage pull up, and then you go to the.
Now you gotta get real mad.
That's your way of trying to get your ass out of trouble, huh?
I know I'm gonna be in trouble. I take her there on purpose, and then after I'm gonna tell her,
swindle her. Like
I'm gonna tell her, don't eat too much here because there's gonna be lobster where we're headed to. I'm gonna say, but since you're full, we could just have an appetizer over there where we're going.
I would be like, you playing. Like, this is too much. Like,
what if she call an Uber back to the house?
I'm gonna catch an Uber back to the house too. I'm like, you can't run from me. I'm living my best life. You better smile.
Uber everywhere. Though.
Yeah, I'm Uber everywhere. Watch this. Monopoly. She shared a story with me when we was talking that other talk we discussed earlier.
Okay.
I want you to hear her out on this and
talk to us on that.
Okay, so I saw this post where this girl was like, her friend like sent her exes a survey, and it said something like, would you refer me to a friend, and if so, what's their number? Would you like to remain on the mailing list in case I'm single again? Because she was tired of people ghosting her. So she was trying to figure out what she did wrong.
Yeah, let her
please run that back.
Okay, so this girl sent a survey to her exes. Her exes.
Okay.
And she would say, she just wanted to know what she did wrong in the relationship. And she sent like a list of questions for them to answer.
Okay.
Like what I did wrong, what I could have done better,
right?
Things like that. And then she was kind of like, would you refer me to a friend? And if so, what's their number? And then like, would you like to remain on the mailing list in case I'm single again? But she has that in there too. But she also said, I want some feedback on how I was as a girl.
So in other words,
so would you do that? Or would you fill this survey out if it was sent to you?
It's like when you stay at a hotel and they send you an email of how was your stay.
Right, yeah, rate us type shit.
Basically, she wants a rating.
Yeah.
Would you fill out the survey or would you send the survey out? Or Velvet?
I want to know about Wild Child. He looked like are you going to fill it out or what?
It looks like you saving the idea.
Yeah, he said, let me go ahead and write this down first. Then I'll answer.
That's really interesting.
She asked you from both sides. Would you fill it out, and also would you be the one sending one out?
Would I recommend and would I fill out the survey to let her know what her ups, downs,
so yeah,
were?
If somebody leaves you,
that, would I recommend her to a friend in regards to me knowing her flaws?
Yeah.
Knowing what I know.
Yeah. What you know about her, but also if somebody leave you, would you send them a survey like what I do wrong? Because to be honest, we do this anyway. We'd be like, what happened? What?
You know what though? I've never sent out like a what you did wrong in regards to us departing our ways or anything like that.
Have you ever asked what I did wrong?
Yeah, I have actually, but that was in regards to my marriage. So that's a whole other topic. True, I say it's like girlfriend or boyfriend, and you feel like you need to dip out for whatever reason. Then whatever reason your reason is,
that's cool with you.
All right, cool. Then we'll just go from there.
Oh my God.
We'll just go from there. Because
you got to give this girl credit though.
No, that's it's really interesting to hear a woman wanting to know like, which I feel like should be
standard.
It should be a standard, but the thing about it is people don't want to give that. So, and I would say this in regards to women. Women always want to know what they did wrong if somebody broke up with them, or how they were like, well, I just want to know what it was that you wanted to break up with me. And I know that question has been asked by women because I've had it asked me.
So do you think men don't care as much as what they did wrong?
We don't give a shit.
I don't know. I think it depends on the man. Because I've seen some so-called stone cold pimps and gangsters laying in a ditch with tears in their eyes.
What should I be around this bitch for? You say.
I know a lot of people that. Well, I already said my homeboy used to have sex in the ditch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told that story.
Yeah.
Shout out to Golden as we still, aka SA Wild Child, will meet your ass because you got quite a bit of stories, my guy. I feel like we should share stories.
Yeah.
Thanks. And with a name like Golden Nuts, nigga, we have to talk about some shit. How the fuck did that shit come up?
And having sex in the ditch, but
having sex in the ditch, yeah, we got.
But I've seen people. In other words, just to not be as dramatic.
Right.
We've all known that quote unquote stone cold player. I don't love these hoes guy, and that be the guy that's just in shambles. And he does want to know. I'm not saying the real C Murder wants to know. But the guy that is a self-proclaimed C Murder.
So what about you? Are you filling it out? Are you sending it out?
I'm filling it out.
Are you sending it out?
Yeah, I'm sending it out too. Because you know what? I think this is great. Because I think we already be sending the survey out. We just might as well make it an actual survey. Because we'd be like, what happened? If you
think there should be an app for that.
There has to be an app for that. And matter of fact, I don't want to give too many details because we got to get on top of it. But all I'm saying is I ain't never gonna. And matter of fact, I'm gonna have to call SA Wild Child out on this bullshit. Because if you was with somebody and you just walked in the door and she said your shit is packed, or vice versa, if whoever place it is, but she'd be like, I'm done. You would want to know why. You may not saying you're gonna cry about it, but you're gonna want to know why. I don't think nobody that's stone cold are like, all right,
I'll break this down for you.
I need to hear this.
Right. Of course you want to know not why, because of the simple fact that it's like, who the fuck, what the fuck, why the fuck. But at the point that you simply realize that like, yo, she packed my shit for no reason.
Like, yeah, you ain't got no explanation.
If the point of like, I know I didn't do shit wrong, and you pack my shit, I'm saying fuck you too. Done. Like for real. And if you leave on accord, and I've been real from you from jump, and you don't do no extra, I do no extra shit, and I tell you who, what, when, where, why, whatever the case may be, and then you still leave on accord, and I'm like, okay, cool, fuck you. Yeah, like that's what the point is. Like if I'm being truthful and I'm being real and everything's up front in everything, like just all straight 100, and you still dip out,
You good with no response?
I'm good.
With no response.
It's still a why, just to get the peace of mind. That's all. That's really.
You know
all
what
it
I think
is.
you would do? I believe you as far as you might be like, cool, that's what's up. I'm out. I think a lot of us dudes are like that. And I think you may not hit her up that whole next day. Probably that second or third day, you might be like, yo, I mean, like, what happened? Like, not.
Yeah, want everybody wants a peace of mind.
Yes.
Everybody wants that.
I feel like it's basically to each your own. Like,
Right, yeah, and that's what it is. Like you want that peace of mind. It's like, hey, so what the fuck? But at the same time, it's like in the back of my mind, like, you know what? At the end of the day, I can still only be here.
I have y'all to know Menace is in the building and he's nodding his head.
Bro, I can't. Hold on.
Oh, he's not gonna do it.
He said,
look,
you know what? And he said he wasn't
he's
going to do
sticking
it.
to it.
You know what?
He's sticking to it 1,000.
Menace is Joe Budden right now. He's retired.
Yeah.
I want to hear Scorp's answer.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this answer.
Scorp, what are you going with? Are you gonna fill out the survey and are you gonna send out the survey for yourself?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna agree with Bill. With Bill, I'm gonna do both.
Hey,
You filling it out?
Yeah.
I think it sounds like it depends on if you're actually trying to look for a relationship. Like if you're not even looking for a relationship, it's like I could care less what people think of me.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a relationship, be like, well, let me try to improve
Yeah,
on.
I agree to that, but you know, if she looking for a relationship and she want the next person, yeah, I'm gonna figure that, and I'm gonna hand it to the next person.
You gonna
But for you, do you want to feel that
But
for
if
you?
I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not. I'm gonna say this: what you got to deal with.
Oh my god.
Good luck.
But for you personally, though, are you gonna send out a survey saying, "How did I do in our relationship?
No,
Rate me 1 through 5."
no. That's, to me, that's some high school shit.
Monopoly? Now you pose this question to us. Are you filling it out and are you sending it out?
I would fill it out if somebody sent it to me, but
Would you laugh?
I would laugh though. I mean, obviously,
It's interesting.
if they're sending it to me, I'm like, obviously, you went through the trouble of making this thing and sending it to me, so I'm gonna just fill it out real quick.
But it's
But
a free to call survey. It's not that 1 to 5.
I think
that's true though. I don't even be doing those surveys at the end of the call.
So are you gonna do it? That's what I'm talking about.
If I have time. Today I got time for it. So.
I feel like we should come up with a survey for the cast and have the people figure it out. And have the people
Let the
choice
people speak.
have the people ask the questions.
Hey, I can make that happen.
I feel like that should happen.
We already got the game show on deck.
I feel like that should happen.
But for me too, like I wouldn't, it depends. I probably wouldn't send out. If it was an app for it, I might do that. But I don't even talk to my exes like that to be like sending it out. Anyway.
Even though, your exes.
I knew he was gonna say
I have to do it for you.
But yeah.
I knew it all the time.
Yeah.
I only got one. Maybe two.
You only got one out here?
You ain't from here though.
Yeah, he a foreigner.
Yeah, you foreign.
So watch this.
Go ahead.
Hey, something intriguing is about to happen.
Hey, y'all got
Top 5 comments, baby. I got the top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby. Top 5 comments, baby.
Well, something strange just happened.
Was it in the cup or was it something that you fill up there?
Something strange just happened because of top 5 comments. Because I need to hear Monopoly's point of view. I need to hear Wild Child. I need to hear
I ain't got a
Snores.
point of view.
Hold on. First of all,
I'm gonna have a point of view.
I'm gonna give my point of view about the calls.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
How you feel about the call?
Man, we need to get this motherfucker on the show. For real. We
The
need to get him
diapers.
on the show.
Hold on, let it out. School.
I want to see this. I want to see him in person.
What concerned you about that call?
What concerned me? First of all, the first call, he was happy that he got the claps.
So
Then on top of that, the second call, he pulling the diaper off. Then he gonna put the diaper back on her.
Oh, he didn't put the diaper.
he left the diaper off while he was having sex.
Oh wow. I'm
Yeah, so we had a caller where
he needs to be on the show. Shay Jiggity, whatever the fuck your name is.
Somebody needs to remember about this call. I don't know nothing about this call.
You need to get on the show, bro.
That's why I don't know anything about this.
Lenopley gonna explain it.
Please explain.
So Jay
Somebody help me out.
Jay
He left
Shiggity,
us,
we need you on the show, my dude. My
he left
guy.
us 2 calls. First call, he was in, I believe, another country.
Okay.
He was driving down the street. Some lady came up to him and said, "Hey, you want to have a good time?" He said, "Yeah, of course. I'm always up for a good time." So,
Who is it? Okay.
right? Exactly. So he took her to the hotel. They did stuff.
Yeah.
What was it? She had like a wart or a stab wound.
He said she had-
I still don't know which one it was.
That she had stab wounds beside her vagina.
Yeah, she had a stab wound on down there.
Okay.
And he still proceeded. He said, that doesn't matter. I think she said, "Hey, would you like to have a condom as well?" He said, "No, who needs that?" And tossed it to the side.
See, that's why I got a call on him. But keep going. I'm liking it. But that part right there. But I'm liking it.
What drug did he say he thought of when he
Oh,
saw
yeah,
her?
and then afterwards, they did it, they did their thing.
Yeah.
Then afterwards, she grabbed a crack pipe and started
Okay.
smoking. Anyway, so he went home, proceeded with his life. He had a girlfriend and everything. Possibly a wife, I'm not sure. And then eventually he got a call like a week or 2 or a month later or something. And it was the prostitute lady.
Yeah.
She said, "Hey, you gave me chlamydia." And yeah, our eyes went like that when we heard the call.
Holy
It's
shit.
a real
We
personal
have
call.
people calling in telling us
It's
this.
a real personal call.
I'm digging it.
You can go back
Weird,
to
but I'm digging it. I'm in there.
They want to share these stories. Shouting Shoes
I
episode.
forgot what episode the first one was on.
Shouting Shoes.
Shouting Shoes. That's the first call.
The second one was on
What's
the
up?
next to the last episode.
Yeah. The last episode.
Okay, so our last episode.
Yeah.
Last week episode. Yeah.
So you can hear the second call. So the second call, well, no, it's still on the first call. So she said, "Hey, you gave me this STD," and he said, "Oh, well, I gave her prostitute STD."
And he was happy about this shit.
So then now he has to
Like,
tell
it was fun, right?
he has to tell his girlfriend.
Yeah.
The girlfriend had to go get checked. She got checked. She had it. Everybody took whatever they were supposed to take.
Right.
Resolved it. He went back out with the prostitute
And got it
and got it
again.
again. Got it.
And brought it to her.
That
And brought it back home again.
nigga is terrible. That nigga is terrible.
What's his name again?
Jay Shiggity.
Who's he in the group?
I don't know, but he called in. He said he want to use a code name for this.
Well, he needs to be on
He
the
said he
show.
don't want to release his name. He's
Please don't.
anonymous.
I wouldn't even either.
Anonymous call.
Please don't release your name. He is
He
terrible.
be happy as fuck
We
in that
gotta
damn
have a
house.
Like, I want you on the show. Just I got questions.
Lenopley
Oh, he has
gonna.
lots of stories.
Lenopley's gonna tell you a little more.
So the second phone call, he said that, I'm assuming that he met this girl on like a dating website or something. Because he said like they were talking for a while, then they were about to meet up, and on the phone call she was like, "Hey, my legs don't work." That's how he said it. So, okay. So she's like,
that don't mean he ain't fucking. That don't mean he ain't
Yeah.
Hold on. You
Yes.
guys, hold on.
Let her finish.
Let her finish.
So he said, "That's fine by me," and he still went over there. He went over there, and she said, "Let's get to this," and he,
That's
was getting to things, and
That's
then
right.
he saw she had a diaper on. He said, "That does not matter to me. Let's proceed." Well, he took the diaper off, and he proceeded to.
That nigga changed some diapers.
Oh, no,
How many kids
Hold
have
on.
he had? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
She was paralyzed from the waist down?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
She
That's
couldn't
the reason
feel
why she got a diaper on. I feel that. I got that
So
part.
pause. I actually messed up a part because
Okay.
he reached down there, like she saw the clothes on stuff. He reached down there to touch,
Yeah, okay. You gotta
set
fill
the
it out. You
mood.
gotta
Yeah,
fill it
no,
out.
set the mood.
Right.
He was like, "Man, it's super wet down here. Like, I think she's ready." Like, he was
No,
like,
she probably beat on herself.
and that's when he found out there was a diaper.
Yep. Yeah, it
And
is.
so,
And then he just went on with that.
So yeah, and I
You
think
already there. You might as well. I mean,
And he said he done this move. I don't know if y'all know this move called the mud boat titties.
motorboat.
Motorboat titties.
That's
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done some motorboat.
Okay.
You definitely got a motorboat.
I thought it was the mud boat
Speed
titties.
and comfort.
that's pretty much the story. I think somehow he got an STD from that lady too. But
Yeah.
It's highly possible. Even though she ain't got no legs, it's highly possible. I'm just
so
saying.
he may possibly be in the group. So everyone just
I'm gonna look for his head.
proceed with
I
caution.
can't wait. I can't wait.
And that's why you guys have to wear protection. Because I know in the group they like to stroke one another. So y'all don't stroke each other too hard.
I be stuck.
I've been stroking. Yeah.
I be struggling with the most.
I would just say do it like Nike would do.
Y'all be here?
Now, being that we're at these top 5 comments, we had a gentleman by the name of Daryl Willis.
My God. I see what they
Daryl Willis said something that was quite intriguing here. Now, let's see which post was this, because Daryl Willis had my select. Okay, so did you recall of us posting how men deal with breakups and how women deal with breakups?
Okay.
And it had the man feeling happy at first, and then a few days later he started crying. And then it had the lady in opposite, like she was crying at first and then she's happy afterwards. Daryl Willis said this.
What is it?
He said, "Nah, this is the timeline when he's first smashed, when she has symptoms of being pregnant."
I'm not about to say it. You know what? That's some nice little shit. But that's my guy. He is my guy 1000. Like, he's funny as fuck. He's funny as fuck. But that nigga light skin. I can't trust him.
Lenople, what's that? What is the accuracy of this?
I can't trust him.
Oh man,
I trust him.
this shit had me
Don't
going.
even bring it this way, because I'm going to tell you, I can't trust him. So,
Scorpion,
light
got a
skin.
comment on that?
Scorpion. So watch this. Then we had someone with talking about the questionable. Oh, there was a post about what do you search when you're watching porn.
oh, we can talk about that?
Yeah,
So-
y'all. I don't think y'all two answering.
I didn't answer anything, but I'll definitely talk about it right now.
Let's run it real quick because I want to get to these comments, but I want to hear what did you type in the search bar.
You know what? So there.
It's not trigonometry.
No, funny about it is, it's definitely trigonometry.
Oh my god.
It depends on what I'm in the mood for.
What do you type in?
I may be in the mood for girl on girl. I want to see that. I may want to see some floppy top. I want to see that.
I skipped that part.
See how a girl did on the dick. I want to see a up on the dick. I may want that.
But you seen the ones when they throw up?
No, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's what I'm-
No, you went too far.
I went to the wrong side of the
You went
internet.
too deep in, like.
So y'all never watched that? Like you never just kind of like did like that? Like
Nope.
I don't want that.
No, let's switch this
it
question.
doesn't matter if you want it to happen.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
it either.
I'm finna follow Lenopoly. Let's switch that.
What if
Talk
you
to me.
paused it before that actually happened?
What's the worst porn you watched? Just tell the truth. Not saying you're into that, but you watched it and you're like, damn, I can't believe I
You know
sat here
what?
and watched
I'm
that.
not a fan of the peeing on people,
But you watched.
but I have watched it.
Because the internet will make you watch stuff and then you be like, wow, I feel like a bad person.
Like, I'm not a fan of the peeing on people, but I have watched it. Like, oh my God. Like, that's not skeet, that's pee. That's not squirt, that's actually pee. Like,
Yeah. Squirt McGuirt.
you know,
That's not horrible.
that's why I got a few memes and pictures that I'm gonna post on late night.
Oh my
Where
god. I'm afraid.
It's after 10, after 11.
Yeah,
10,
go.
11 if I need to post them out.
Them after hours vibes.
Yeah, it's gonna be them after hours.
Score?
So if you see me post something, it's probably gonna be after hours.
I'll just go to bed. Score.
Yeah,
What's the
so-
nastiest
so
thing you watched? Come on.
I'm bringing the real wild child after hours. It's gonna come down. So if y'all sleep, y'all wake up and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was me posting something.
I might wake up to a "you have been reported" post.
Put a disclaimer in there. Just be like, hey, after 12
Oh
a.m.
no, I got you.
it
Yeah.
happens.
It's gonna be me.
Whatever happens, happens.
I got you. So when
Close
you
your
wake up,
eyes.
like, oh shit, I need to know. Yeah, that's what happens.
Score. What's the worst thing you watch?
That nigga Scorpion King nasty as shit, but he got a real lot of silence right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
Well, you just said he was having sex and making pancakes.
That nigga making pancakes and sex and everything and grills and shit in the kitchen. That nigga was sex in the kitchen like R. Kelly, and then he was like,
What you watch, Stuart?
That nigga's on some woman shit. I don't know. And then he sips liquor and shit.
I ain't gonna narrate.
Right? I'm narrating right now.
Yeah, narrate for him. What you saw?
What's up with
He wish he didn't see it.
I say the old wrinkly ring.
The what?
Yeah.
Big granny got him going.
Granny 6.
Why you at it? I feel like they got experience, so
I mean, I agree with you. Everybody got to get, but
Yeah. You don't want to see it again.
I need to know, did y'all type that in? Like, did you type granny and did you type
Or did you just run into it?
no,
I ran into it.
Okay.
I did not.
It's better to run into it than to go looking for it.
I ain't gonna lie, I run into it and I'm like, what the fuck? Click. What the fuck is this? Click.
Oh my goodness.
It happens.
Mine, I watched Midget 6.
Yo. So
That's the worst.
No,
That ain't the worst. No, I watched like 2 sumo wrestlers doing it.
I'm down with it.
Cause
But
I think I looked for it. I don't remember. I think I was looking for it. Called like I wonder, is that out there?
you want those
I just want, yeah,
the belly to belly.
no.
I
I just wonder, was it out there?
You look for that BBW extra long.
No, I just put sumo wrestlers.
You put that E Honda pussy.
Yeah.
If y'all know what E Honda is, that's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
E-Honda.
100 and slap.
Yo, hey. Go ahead.
I'm gonna move.
Yeah. Move that. Yeah. You gotta move that.
I was saying that racist porn. Where they be having those Confederate flags and they're like, yeah, you N-word, and they're talking to some girl. You're about to
You're like, oh my god, but keep going.
this is horrible.
This is terrible, but she about to fuck her up.
I think like that was before
Before you was woke.
Yeah, I don't want to say it like that, but yeah. Now I'm like, man, I can't even watch that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I watched one. I would say not too long ago. Straight facts. Watched another not too long ago. They was like, oh yeah, like the slaves on the plantation and the white girls who wanting all the black plantation people, which pretty much how.
Were you watching this because you were aroused, or were you watching this because you just ran into it?
I actually ran into it.
I feel you have class.
It was one of those. I was like, what's going on? And then they was like, oh yeah, Papa, I'm gonna go check on the slave, blah blah blah.
I mean stories.
And then next thing you know, they get in the heyday.
Oh my goodness. I guess one side of you be like, it's only a movie. This can't be
right. Like I was like, this is scripted. Like I don't.
Did they have the music playing in the background?
No, they didn't. It was nothing but moans and groans.
Man, I saw one. I think this had to not be so long ago. It was within the last year, probably like 6 months ago. It was a woman that she was like 7 feet tall or something, or 6'8", and she was taking this dude. The dude was naked, and she took him and did a choke slam on him, and did she put you know, like matter of fact, you know when you're gonna do the power bomb when you hold somebody up, like the power bomb, but then she started giving him head like that. And then she still turned around and did the powerbomb, slammed him down on the floor. And then she did like some kind of submission move, like the figure 4 or something like that. And then he was doing like out. And I remember thinking that after I watched it, I was like, ew, you nasty. Why you watching this shit? Like, when you watch it, you be gross.
Have y'all seen that cartoon porn, that hentai, or just regular cartoon?
Especially when it be the real ones, like Family Guy.
I laugh at this shit.
The Simpsons and shit.
I was in a relationship with somebody and they used to watch this.
They was into it?
They cartoon.
I don't say it's good, but it's like, it's interesting. Like, have you seen the one with like the aliens and stuff?
Oh yeah. Have you seen the Sims porn? Like the Sims, or it'd be like PlayStation characters and stuff. It'd be like Chun-Li.
The one with the cartoon, the Teen Titans.
Oh yeah. Futurama and all that stuff they be doing.
Yeah.
I saw Beauty and the Beast porn one time. But getting to the point how this came up, Mr. Dustin Sip Parker. There was a
Shout out to Dustin.
There was this intriguing post that, matter of fact, the same post we're talking about, this thread, where I put in there that y'all need to type in Blue Magic in the search engine on the sex search engine, and a few people did it. Sonia Gray said that she went to take a visit and she saw people putting their foots in people's buttholes. And then
Wait a minute.
and then Miss Capricia said she saw it and they was putting foots and buttholes in there, and that she was afraid as well. So they was trying to tell Dustin, you should check it out.
Why did you do it this?
No, he said he put, ain't no way I'm typing that in the comments.
Oh.
After I read these comments, he said, ain't no way I'm typing that on my...
Okay. Smart move, dude.
Yeah, normally he probably would have looked at it, but they had warned him a little bit. I gotta drop a button for the good old Dustin.
I think this is crazy.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So look in here as we wind on down. And then, Capricia Dawson, speaking of her, she spoke about, we had, where we said that what do people always lie about? And then Capricia, she told some truth that I think this needs to be addressed. She said, their pullout game. She said everybody always say that their pullout game is fire, but their pullout game be weak. And I agree with her. Every man, including S.A. Wild Child, Scorpion King, Menace,
And the Jews.
they
Come on. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
Don't exclude
Here we
yourself.
go.
you need the microphone.
Don't exclude yourself.
Like, you disrespected me. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt.
First of all,
Hold on, now he talking. This is the New York Menace.
first of all, Yonkers with us. New York, we in the building.
There you go.
Jamaica. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what that means, but
You don't know.
My nigga. Don't disrespect my game. Don't do me like that.
Well, let me ask you a question.
First of all,
Hold on. I need you to answer this question. Don't lie.
okay,
Keep it 1,000.
okay.
Have you ever had I know you have a child. Have you ever, since you had all of your kids, how many kids
One.
you have?
Don't
One?
do
Okay,
that.
okay, so,
No,
okay,
I'm not the typical black dude with 7 kids and 6 baby mamas.
okay.
I have one. I wanted one.
Okay.
I'm finished.
So how many pregnancy scares have you had after that?
I wanted one. I got him. I'm done.
Scares. Have you had any,
Absolutely
I
not.
might have.
We don't play them then.
Wild Child, don't you lie to me.
no,
I want to get to the bottom of this.
no, I actually haven't.
You ain't had one.
I have not had one pregnancy scare.
You guys are real big over there.
Hold
I
on.
haven't. I really haven't.
What
I
is
like-
what
I
does the test from Mario Povich say? The test determines.
I'm
Speaking the truth, Mama.
I'm speaking the truth, bro. Besides,
Look, I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying everybody say their pull-out game is fire. That's what I'm saying.
I like how he excluded all of us, put all of us on point.
Cause I said mine was weak. My pull-out game weak. So I don't need to be addressed.
So hold on. First of all, on my son, I've had no scares. I planned my kid,
Yeah.
and I had him when I wanted. I didn't want.
Oh, so even that wasn't no slip.
No, that wasn't an accident.
That was planned.
We planned that.
Okay.
Second, I'm not the regular nigga. We don't just go around on everybody.
Yeah. Hold on. You gotta.
Yeah, we
hitting bells on that.
Y'all got condoms in the trunk right now. Yeah. We don't play them games.
That sounds like it's a weapon. Is that a weapon?
Weapons and
It's a weapon against unplanned child support.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
There you go.
and I'm gonna backdoor that shit. And the reason why I tell you, like,
Would you backdoor that shit with a condom?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, me and my boy Menace roll back like rubbers. Like, what you saying? Like, that's what we do, bro. Like, are you playing? We roll back like that. So,
Like Walmart prices?
yeah, we roll back like Walmart prices,
I
bro.
like it.
So it's one of those things to where it's like, I had my son when I was married.
Okay.
Done.
Was that a part of your plan?
That was actually a part of the plan. Because the woman that I married, she was like, well...
My cup is close to my face.
She was hesitant in regards to her may or may not being able to have a kid.
Okay.
So we tried, and it was on the honeymoon, and we tried, and we got one. And that's my one.
Oh, so it happened right off the bat.
Off the honeymoon.
And after that, there was no oops.
There was no oops. Even when I was married, there was no oops after that.
Oops, there goes my head right over here.
Real life. I feel like because his pullout game is on 3% out of 100.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to categorize all of us in there. You feel me? My nigga. First of all, even I strap up, and even when I ain't strapped up,
it ain't no problem.
Even when I do strap up, I pull out. Just in case. We don't play them games, bro.
Look,
we don't play them games.
I'm going to tell you why I called y'all out, though. Because first off, Capricia brought this topic up. But after she brought this topic up, I thought to myself, and y'all know this is true. This may not be y'all, as y'all say, as y'all claim. We'll have a lie detector test for next time. But every guy says my pullout game was awesome. I ain't never shit. I don't come.
But you know what? If you wear condoms, you don't have to say that.
Yes.
And nigga, we wear condoms.
Hold on. We're promoting safe sex around this motherfucker.
And aside talking about, we wear condoms not just to prevent against pregnancy, but to prevent STDs. We don't want that.
It needs to be a hand clap.
Yeah. Hold on. He get more than. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why we giving you applause for that, because I've made notice, and we've been kind of talking about it. Every time we bring up condoms, people say I ain't trying to have no kid, which is true, which is cool. But I don't never hear nobody say I'm trying to.
Nigga, I don't want no disease. Yeah. On top of that, like, I don't know. I
don't hear nobody saying I don't know you, bitch.
There have been times where, you get with a woman and you be like, I don't care what she says. I'm getting in that. I gotta feel that. Because I've done that.
So have you?
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Let me ask you this before I pass it on.
No condoms in sight. And I be shooting her club up.
Yeah.
She heavy on that birth control.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you.
I be shooting her club up.
How long it take y'all to believe that when they be like, my tube's tied and burnt? I got birth control.
Well, look, the one I'm talking about, she don't play them games. Like,
so see, that's what I'm saying. Sound like y'all been, y'all already been down the road. You already know what's good. Where
she got a plan for her future and she's working. Yep.
So what about the young lady fresh out of the club at 2 a.m. and she says, "Don't worry, everything's tied."
No, I'm wearing 2 condoms. If you let me smash the first night I meet you, I'm wearing 2 condoms.
Are y'all kissing though?
Not the mouth.
Here's the thing though.
How the head go though?
That's
raw head.
Here's the thing. I have sex on the first night, but it's gonna be a minute before I kiss you. That's more intimate to me.
So you turning your head a little bit?
No, I don't.
I'm talking about she come in for the kiss, you gonna move.
Oh yeah, I kiss the neck or the cheek or you little bob and weave a little bit. But to kiss you in the mouth, I really gotta be feeling you.
You gotta be comfortable.
That's more intimate to me.
Yeah, I feel you.
But you got me hopping on the mic and I didn't want to, and I don't appreciate you putting me in your little box. We talk and don't do like that.
Look, I figured if I upset the gentleman that he'll so
he attacked my stroke game. I can't. Don't do me like that.
We gotta upset Joe Budden like this so he can come out spitting these bars.
I felt it.
No, but Scorp, how do you feel about your pullout game? Are you just one of those guys that say it's on fire, or you've had a few scares? Oh, so
I was drunk.
And you put a droplet in there?
But everything's good now. I ain't got to worry about this shit anymore.
Menace, you have any comments about his droplets?
What?
I will never ever speak on another man's droplet.
I appreciate it.
Whatever my guy just said pertaining to his own droplets, that's his business. You dig me?
What is the next question?
Next question. I don't.
You want some homo?
We don't comment on other men's droppers.
Yeah.
Come on now, we got 3 more comments to get through.
Look,
We ain't on
Menace making it hard, man. Come on. Okay. Whew. That was a rough one.
Scam is bro.
Oh. So we had this post. Y'all might have seen this one.
Okay.
If you got $50 and your girl got $200,
Oh yeah, we saw that.
who's supposed to pay for the meal? And Mr. Christian Belton, the iceberg, he said there's a better question. Why are we going out to eat anyway?
For real.
He said, let's hold this money and let's have money management. There's lessons that needs to be taught here.
Uh-oh.
First off, we gotta drop a bomb for people not just going crazy on their checks, on somebody else's check. And we definitely always show love to savings, and we already want to respect that, because you know, Mr. Belton, you're always welcome at the Pimpcast as well.
So I can't wait to have him on the show.
Yeah, we have to have Mr. Belton soon as
Soon
possible.
as possible, like not this week or whatever the case may be. We got going.
Yeah, he covers so. And then number 1, I think this was a lesson that needs to be taught. There's been a lot of talk about revenge and revenge sex, and we don't never do this here because we don't believe in just making you think we're biased. But sometimes you just gotta show love to the cast. Linopoly.
What?
You got the number 1?
I like this. This was well said. If
Got the number 1?
because there was a
Let her say it.
Number 1, son of a
what?
Number 1, son of a taking chain and that
She taking us back to that era, that 01. But Linopoly said, because a lot of people were saying they agreed to have revenge sex. And I hope Menace isn't one of those revenge sex guys.
I don't want the comments, man. I want to hear it.
I don't know if he's one of those guys or if the Wild Shots.
We want to hear this. Go on. Stop beating around the bush.
I'm not a revenge sex guy. We don't do that.
Yeah,
We don't.
you just move around.
Yeah, I just carry on about my life. Like it ain't like if I'm sleeping with somebody else, she's gonna feel what I'm doing. Like,
Yeah.
that's the stupidest thing.
She was like, your penis is coming through my mind right now.
Right. That's the stupidest shit ever. Like,
I feel some kind of vibe.
and I feel like that just proves that you're incredibly hurt and you're not over the person.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Another bum.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk to him.
We don't do that, bro. We just carry on with our lives. I can be the first to say I'm probably a little cold. I'm not sensitive. I'm not an emotional type of guy.
Keep it trucking.
I just carry on with my life.
Leo.
Yeah.
I am a Leo.
Yeah.
More important, I've been in the military 12 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around a lot. Like, I moved from country to country. I've perfected the craft of moving.
Of just moving. I smell it.
Carry on.
Well, with this being said here, the way Linopoly said it is kind of similar to the gold that was dropped here.
You gonna read it like Linopoly?
Let me read it out. Hey guys, if I get revenge, now I'm gonna feel like I'm trash too. LOL. Now let me tell you.
Why do I sound like Minnie Mouse?
That's the worst Linopoly impression
I can't do it.
You
Cause
should let her read it then.
how does it go?
Nah, I ain't reading nothing.
Hey guys.
Nothing after that shit either.
Yeah, no.
I was reading nothing after that.
Look.
I ain't even talking no more. You do my shout outs.
Oh.
Wait, run that back.
Hey guys. No, I can't.
Say it, bro. Just be normal.
Why that voice?
Yeah, y'all right. Let me. If I get revenge, now I'm gonna feel like I'm trash as well.
Well, you just fall.
LOL.
He went from one extreme to the other.
Why couldn't you just read it like everyone else?
With that being said, we dropped fire today. We'll go ahead and start right here at Linopoly since she's our. That way she can respond if need be. There's a lot of responses going on. Linopoly, what shout out do you have? And if you need to put me in my place, I'm here to listen.
I'm traumatized.
Don't be like that.
Talk to him. Who gets a shout out from you?
First of all, I gotta shout out my brother. Thanks, darling.
Hey.
Can't wait till you back, bro.
You know, also my sister, Adrienne, you know, thank you for being part of the group too and dropping jokes and sometimes some knowledge here and there. We appreciate you. V.V.P Butler as well, that's my sister too. And hopefully I can get the rest of my family in there. Hey. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so I can feel extra comfortable. Anyway, and shout out to just all of Houston, Dallas, and Texas, and listeners too. And we have crazy listeners, all over the place.
All over the place.
We appreciate it.
And where can they hit you up at?
It's Monopoly on all social media. And also for Twitter, it's Monopoly1. So.
Damn player haters.
But my email address is. Thanks.
Woo! And definitely make sure you get a shout out from. I want to send a shout out to Valley Cookie Company. Definitely make sure to send a shout out to the Black Podcasters United. Definitely make sure to send a shout out to From the Bottom Podcast. Definitely make sure to send a shout out to our group, the velvetvibezpimpcast, and our listeners. Definitely make sure to send a shout out to Death Manic. Definitely want to send a shout out to our whole posse here. Definitely want to send a shout out to Lenopoly for being a good sport when Minnie Mouse was speaking. Definitely want to make sure everybody knows you're going to Millie Rock not only on one block or two blocks, but you're going to do it on all blocks, every block. You know how we do it. H&R Block. Do your taxes.
Oh my God. Speaking of Millie, to Millie, we need to have a topic on him. But
oh yeah, that is.
We need to start a hashtag. Let to Millie.
Free to Millie. Yeah.
No, let him get paid.
Exactly. Y'all know about that? 2 Millie?
I have not.
You remember that song? I'm Millie Rock on every block?
Yeah.
And people are doing the dance now.
And he just fell to the wayside. His music career, but his dance thing.
It still stands.
And I don't know if you heard about Fortnite or if you know about Fortnite. A lot of people feeling away because Fortnite be having that JB Block Boy, Millie Rock.
They be having a whole bunch of dances.
They changed the name.
They changed the name, and then nobody's getting credibility for it.
And they get paid for it. Fortnite get paid.
I don't know what that dance is called, but
it's our fault.
Yeah, because you got to put credentials behind your shit.
You need to patent that shit.
Patent that shit or prioritize your shit regardless of where lawyers get involved. Where if somebody do that shit, you can sue them. Then at the point that you can't sue nobody for what the shit that's being created and making billions off of what your shit is, then it's point.
The only thing you can do is heat them noodles up.
At the same time, you don't have money for the boy and stuff. But
say that right.
It's like some people do stuff, you know.
But that's if I make a dance, right, and I feel like the dance is hot, that's one of the first things I'm doing. That's why I don't understand why if we were going to be showcasing and all this talent and whoever's creating these dances for you to look good in your videos, whatever the case may be, whatever the fuck it is. And I feel like you should, like, yo, if this is hot and I know this song is going to be hot and there's a dance to this song, then why the fuck not make sure that you own the rights to everything that's going on? So that's why Minnie said that this is our fault, because the simple fact that when I was like, oh yeah, we chingy head and then we Millie rocking and we doing all this extra shit. If you don't patent the shit that you got the song coming out to, then what the fuck are you really doing?
What are we doing, bro?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's a bit.
I just need to know if MJ had a patent on the moonwalk. Because if he didn't, then it's kind of like, that's a point. How are you supposed to even know to even patent something like that?
But that's a point. So it's one of those things to where, like, if I create anything, then I want to make sure that whatever I create, and I know that it's going to look to the potential future, that one of the things that I want to put in my clause with whoever's taking me on or whatever the case may be, is that, yo, whenever this move shows up, it's mine.
I think that at least the only thing like that can come of this is like people know it's for the future.
That's what it is.
I wasn't even knowledgeable on this. Like I didn't know that was a thing.
I seen a whole Fortnite clip. My sister showed me of all the dances that they do on Fortnite, and it's ridiculous.
And they renamed them too.
And they renamed them.
Yeah, because they call them the Millie Rock.
Same
The
thing
swipe.
that what people do in daily life in regards to like the backpacking shit and all that shit that's going on. Like, it's a lot of stuff that they do.
It's like Jacquees. You saw what happened with Jacquees? You saw that in the LMA with the the chick the same booed up. She made a song called Trip. And Jacquees, he always remix songs, which was been going on since the mixtape era.
Right.
But he monetized that shit because he popped it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he put it on at the same he put the thing on YouTube at the same time while her song was still hot. Most time back in the mixtape era, people would drop a song and like Wayne, he'd hop on your beat. It'd have been out for a minute.
Yeah.
He hopped on the beat and she like, damn, I ain't even put the video. I'm still working on shit here. And he's like, well, I'm on it. So they made him pull that shit down.
But I heard somebody make a point where it's just like, if she was just like an average person, just like on YouTube, she wasn't who she is now, like it would have just been looked over. Like, but the fact that she has a label behind her with the Warriors and all that stuff that can actually serve him and say, hey, you need to take that down.
Because I ain't even heard the song Trip because of Boot Up. Like, I heard Boot Up, but I ain't never heard Trip.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, go ahead. I know this your region right here.
Definitely.
Before I even get into it, she ended up having him take the song down, not because he monetized it, but because everybody preferred his version.
Yeah.
Let's keep it 100. His version was higher than hers, but different.
Yeah.
As far as Fortnite and everything that I think black people do in general, I think people look to us for inspiration.
What's next?
For real.
What's next?
The new, cutting edge, anything. Whatever entertainment.
Right.
We have no knowledge of patenting or owning our own brand. Our biggest thing is to just get paid. So we can sign our whole life away to you to get some type of, meaningful check that can change your life.
People want to sell their soul.
We'll do that. Even though you'll make 1,000 times more than what you're paying me and own everything my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We'll still do that.
Mm-hmm.
All the major dances, everything that's been cutting edge in entertainment has really came from us. For real.
I think that happened with chicken noodle soup. They just fell to the wall.
To answer your question, Michael Jackson did patent it.
He did?
Yeah,
okay.
It's literally his.
That's nice to know.
So you can't put that in a video or anything without paying his estate. So, but yeah, we don't do that. We don't. We come up with all the new dances, the best songs, and sign the rights away to the label, right? So we don't own anything. Even though we created it.
I was shocked when Birdman when they put bling bling because most we don't think like that,
right? So I actually prefer artists or entertainers that would rather stay outside the box, the realm of the industry, which is why I try to tell you one of my favorite artists to listen to is Nipsey Hussle. That's because
he
owns everything he does.
Nipsey do some fire business.
He owns it. Like, so I've been fucking with Nipsey forever.
I'm a huge fan. Yeah.
And no, you don't need a lawyer to own it. A patent costs $175. Yep.
Yeah.
You can do it yourself. You don't even have to go anywhere. You can do it from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
You can patent anything you create.
But I just meant
absolutely.
That's been knowledge out there. Because I just meant at this point in it. Because I don't think that, like you said, we're just whoa, we can get paid off of this song and I can do this. And things are happening so fast that you just...
we don't look into the extra business.
You don't look into that.
Drake created that song, In My Feelings, and Kiki, Do You Love Me?
Yeah.
The dude, Shiggy, came up with the dance.
Yeah.
Drake cut him a check for $250,000.
Yeah.
Because he did the right thing.
Right? Yeah. Drake made $17 million off that song.
Yeah.
He cut the dude a check for $250 million. That song is popping because the dude made up the dance.
Yeah.
In fact, he got $250,000 while Drake made $17 million. Now imagine what the label made.
Yeah.
On top of that, I'm saying?
That was some hush money. Be quiet. Here you go.
Imagine what the label made. So had the dude patenting that song, do you know how much money they would have to pay him for patenting that dance?
Yeah.
Do you know how much money they would have to pay him?
It would have been stupid. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But we're looking for the quick out. We want the money now instead of long term. We don't think longevity. We think right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we don't own anything.
You don't know.
Just a quick shout out too. Not a shout out, but a quick mention. That I don't know if y'all know that dude that's on Facebook. He makes like those videos and stuff. His name's Country Wayne.
Oh yeah.
I saw him post. He had his patent for help is on the way, and I was like, man, like I was proud of him. Like I was like, that's really smart because I never thought that that's what
Patent your shit.
Yeah.
Lock
so you
your
need
shit
to
down.
think about that while child with the kicker.
Yeah.
Get that written down somewhere.
How many times you do stuff or say stuff, then you see it on TV? Not saying that people be that Puff Daddy is just tuning in, but sometimes you do stuff and you be like, man, I don't know.
The funny thing about that, that's why I'm going to piggyback off of what Menace said, is the simple fact that it was a movie, and I really can't remember what the movie was, but it was a movie where it was like a talk show host that would piggyback off of everything some original dude was saying.
Yeah.
And or original dude was doing in regards to phrases and stuff. And he was piggyback off of it on his live show. And he was like, I say that and I do that. But what I'm really, really, really getting into is that acrimony.
We're going to finish the shout outs because I know that could go to a place.
The only thing that I want to say is that the dude never gave up in regards to when he went into that room and they offered him that 80 mil.
Oh, true.
And he was like, no.
Because I know it's worth.
Because I know it's worth more.
Yeah.
And he was like, until you actually ready to be like a real partner, then come holler at me.
Exactly.
Shit like that needs to happen more often. It's the long story short.
Some kind of gospel just got dropped tonight, today to this evening, whatever time you're tuning in. I'm just going to leave my email. I think I did enough shout outs. 100% velvet@gmail.com. Moving on to the Scorpion King. Who needs a shout out?
Give a shout out to my crew, Pimpcast crew. Give a shout out to the 662, Golden Lips.
And that's there.
Talk about it.
The children of all the Pimpcasts around the board, Give a shout out to everybody that's listening in the group. If you're not in the group, you don't know what you're missing. If you're not listening, you don't know what you're missing.
Huh.
We talk about some real life story stuff, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm done.
And shout out how they can get a hold of you.
I'm done.
They can't get a hold of you?
I'm passing it along.
What's your social?
Your email.
You know,
He doesn't remember.
I
don't
remember.
even.
I'm done.
He doesn't have an email. If you want to get in contact with anybody, just skip him. Say watch out.
We'll get in contact with him.
Yeah, if you can get in contact with the Scorpion, you can just reach out to the Velvet Vibe Pimpcast page on Facebook, and we'll definitely make sure that he gets the message. But my shouts out is to this podcast of Chores. We're definitely trying to take this to the next level, so please help us help you in regards to the good vibes that you're feeling in regards to what you hear and what you see in regards to our Facebook page. My son, the reason why I do everything that I do. Everybody's children out here in the world, period. Please continue to uplift them to do everything that they want to do, to fulfill their dreams and goals and aspirations.
That's true. Guide them. You know, don't just have them at the house like pets. Like actually guide them somewhere. You know,
don't keep them on the PS4 or don't keep them on some simple technology. Actually, get them out there and diversify their bonds.
Sure.
The better you are, the better they are.
Yeah.
So, if you need to better yourself, please do that. So that way you can pass that knowledge down on to your offspring. So, other than that, continue to live because life is precious. Continue to love because it's not a lot of love to give. And the only time you bring for your life is for yourself to survive. So, work on yourself, work on each other, keep positive vibes, and everything will stay positive in your life.
And if you're listening and you're in a good mood, get to pull up the Cash App and just get your debit card out and give it right to Velvet Vibes.
Oh, I am talking about the Cash App.
It's up. We official now.
Sorry.
Dropping bombs. How can I get a hold of the SA Wild Child? Hold on. Stop right there. How can I get a hold of the SA Wild Child?
That's @gmail.com. SAWILDCHILD@gmail.com.
Whoa! With that being said, it looks like we did something right here. Y'all know it's good. We're out this motherfucker.
Listening to a podcast. Now you are listening to the Pimpcast. Ooh, we done stepped in the room. Slide me the microphone, the game is through. Hold up something, yeah, you knew. The mink is purple, got the move. To all the listeners in the tribe, we're about to have some velvet vibes. In the house, gym of the ride. Reach over and pull that wide. Now we gon' drop it on your mind. Don't let nothing or nobody steal the vibe. Velvet Vibes is the one that you can